I kind of had a thing early on in the 80s when I was in high school and middle school. I kind of became the synthesis guy. So I was moving forward when it came to technology. So I was, my father bought me a Yamaha DX7 in 1986, 87. So for me, it was all about programming, making my own sounds, and then a couple of years later, the Korg M1 came out. The Korg M1 kind of revolutionized everything. So basically, because I was making these sounds, uh, people wanted to record me, and I was doing records with different, whether it was gospel or quartet. They wanted these sounds of what I was doing, and at the same time, on my synthesizers, I would see these patches or these sounds called clav, or I would see these patches or sounds that would be like glockenspiel or moog. But for me, I didn't know it was an instrument. I just thought it was the name of the sound, because I'm like 13, 14, 15 years old. So I'm like, okay, what is a clav? Oh, okay, it's this sound. It sounds like it. And it wasn't until I started going over my friend's house and I would look at their parents' albums. I'd turn on the back of it, be like Herbie Hancock. Okay, Herbie Hancock, Fender Rhodes, ARP Odyssey, ARP Pro Soloist, or George Duke, you know Fender Rhodes, Mini Moog, clavinet, Honor D6 clavinet. So I'm like, okay, I have this sound on my DX7 that says clav, and I see on the back of this record, George Duke is playing a Honor D6 clavinet. I said, this must be an instrument. So I started doing research. So I would go to the local music store. I'd be like, yo, what is this? What is this Horner D6 clavinet? And of course they would laugh at me. I'm like, that's, you'll never find that. That's 20 years old. This is in the 80s. So I just kept asking. So finally I would go to a pawn shop, find D6 clavinet, and look at it, it's like $30. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it. Give me that. And of course, none of these instruments would work. So I would find Mini Moog. A friend of mine named Mike Medina, he's a great bass player in Dallas. Mike Medina, he played in a local band in Dallas, and we'd go watch him because he played synth bass, and he was probably the funkiest motherfucker ever. And we just watch him go play synth bass. I'm like, yo, man, what is this keyboard? It's a Mini Moog. Like, so that's what I saw on the back of George Duke's record, Mini Moog, or Herbie's record. So this is instrument. So that's that instrument. Because I thought it was a sound. Because so I'm like, yo, man, you gotta help me find one. Oh, they don't make them no more. Oh man, can you sell me that one? Like, hell no, fuck no. You know, I said, well, man, he said, I got 5 of them. I was like, Mike, please, man, come on, man. Give me, please. Like, nah, man. So finally, around 1991, 92, he said, okay, man, you can come get it. So he sold me my first Mini Moog. And so I had to learn it. And I learned it, I mastered it, and I mastered it to the point where I it kind of became my thing. So now all of these people are now wanting to hire me to do these gigs because I'm playing these instruments, and I'm noticing I'm starting, and as time progresses, they'll keyboard players will call me for a session just to play clavinet. or just to play organ, or just to play, these weird mini mode, this whole thing. So that's kind of how I became the vintage guy. And still today, people send me files all over the world to play on.